Each time Sergeant Sawyer wears his uniform or business attire, this pin will serve to remind all that he has served faithfully and has earned his retirement. The pin indicates he is still a member of the Air Force family, but now serves in retired status. Sergeant Sawyer, please wear this pin proudly on future occasions. At this time, we will now recognize Technical Sergeant Sawyer's family for their personal sacrifices. Sergeant Sawyer's family, please join us on stage. A certificate of appreciation is presented to Elisa, Kendall, Caleb, and Audrey Sawyer for the commitment you have made and the love you have shown during Sergeant Sawyer's service to the United States of America. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Burton, Lisa.
Take it back now. You didn't pay for these.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Burton, Elisa, Kendall, Caleb, and Audrey. Sergeant Sawyer will now be presented gifts. Please come forward if you have a presentation to our retiree.
Allie, did I introduce you in the beginning? If I did, I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, Betty.
This is not for you.
Not until you're in.
So from the pilots, Dustin, thanks for stepping up. If we had not had an emergency today, we'd be the guys getting this. But the pilots and the flight engineers have kind of a special bond, as you guys in the air crew world know. But for the family, you guys don't know. If he screws up, we die. And so if I screw up, he dies. So it's a wonderfully mutual relationship that we live in. And so to help with that stress, we drink a lot of alcohol. But so we've got, we had a Woodford Reserve, which is one of the best bourbons made. We had it engraved from the Pilots Inspector. Thank you very much for everything you've done. We've got a quote down here, which is especially important given anyone that was on my crew today that can attest to. The quote says, "We're going to make that climb gradient, right?" And ironically enough, we just had a 300 situation in Santa Fe where it was pretty close. Shane, in all seriousness, we have this here because you were the guy that we counted on to keep us safe. And your service in this 20 years has been awesome. So thank you very much.
So, I'm out of the 16th AMU, the maintenance unit, and I know we're not supposed to bring our work home with us, but I figured you'd still want a chance to break my stuff. In reality, though, this is from the men and women of the 16th. There's not a lot of people in ops that create or have the following that you do. If you look around, we got a fan club here for maintenance. Let's raise your hands. I just wanted to say thank you.
is, and what you brought to us was, the experience the past 20 years being around the Air Force while everybody was growing up, and, so. So, from the governors, thank you.
Now we will witness the presentation of the Shadow Box, displaying memorabilia pertinent to a distinguished Air Force career spanning 20 years. The tradition of presenting a Shadow Box to a retiring military member is born of early Royal Navy custom. In the days of sail, when England ruled the seas, it was considered bad luck for a retiring sailor upon his final departure from the ship to allow his shadow to hit the pier before he departed the ship. In order to ensure no such misfortune would befall their departing shipmate, the crew would construct a box of the finest timber and place within it all things which reflected his accomplishment throughout their life at sea. Only then could the person, with the shadow of himself as a sailor secured safely in the box and in the hands of his closest shipmate, go ashore once and for all. Thank you, Sergeant Sawyer. You may now be seated. Yes, sir.
You're the only one standing.
Here's the gifts. Thank you.
For yours.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming out. I'm gonna present some gifts for the family. Yeah? Yes? Cool. So, I have a coin made from the 30mm gunship shells. I have a couple of them from my first ever kill on ISIS. We shot 13 meters danger close to the YPG that day. We were shooting the ISIS types in their trenches, and so that was a fun flight for me. And then my last ever ISIS kill had coins made as well. I'd like to present to some of the important men in my family. So I'm going to do that now. Last kill. First kill. Mark, you have one on the way. There's some flowers for the ladies. Mom. Out. Forwards. Guys, thank you so much for coming out. Colonel Burton, I couldn't think of someone better to do this with. So thank you very much. Colonel Murphy, glad to see you here. I think the squadron's in excellent hands when you take over. I'm humbled, absolutely humbled. And I've always been impressed and humbled by the company that I've kept. And that's why I asked Colonel Burton to brag on the squadron just a little bit for us today, because There's no greater group of people, from the maintainers, the support, our S&C bros, and everyone I've ever flown with, the family that supported me. Absolutely humbled by you guys' support, your love, your leadership, and everything that you do on a daily basis. I know that everyone likes to think that when they leave a place that they're going to, like, oh, this place isn't gonna survive without me, but no one wants to think that. I don't think if you're doing your job right, you want to know that when you leave, you're gonna be missed, but we're gonna keep going without you. You're gonna be doing just fine. Yeah, I know that you guys didn't miss a step, and you're not gonna, and you guys are gonna deploy safely. You guys are gonna keep our team members safe on the ground. You're gonna keep each other safe in the air. You're gonna support our guys wrenching on the planes, and everyone else that support us in the back shops and everything else. You guys are gonna be doing it well, doing it right. Thanks, bud. And thank you so much for letting my 2-year-old run around. It's been good. Guys, I couldn't express my thankfulness enough to you all. I am truly humbled and proud to be your teammate. Thank you.
At this time, airmen from the Cannon Air Force Base Honor Guard will perform a special flag folding ceremony. You may be seated. For more than 200 years, the American flag has been the symbol of our nation's unity, as well as a source of pride and inspiration for millions of citizens. Born on June 14, 1777, the Second Continental Congress determined that the flag of the United States be 13 stripes, alternating between 7 red and 6 white, and that the Union be 13 stars, white in a blue field, representing a new constellation. Between 1777 and 1960, the shape and design of the flag evolved into the flag presented before you today. The 13 horizontal stripes represent the original 13 colonies, while the stars represent the 50 states of the Union. The colors of the flag are symbolic as well. Red symbolizes hardness and valor, white signifies purity and innocence, and blue represents vigilance, perseverance, and justice. Traditionally a symbol of liberty, the American flag has carried the message of freedom and inspired Americans both at home and abroad. In 1814, Francis Scott Key was so moved at seeing the stars and stripes waving after the British shelling of Baltimore's Fort McHenry that he wrote the words to the Star-Spangled Banner. In 1892, the flag inspired Francis Bellamy to write the Pledge of Allegiance, our most famous flag salute and patriotic oath. In July 1969, the American flag was flown in space when Neil Armstrong planted it on the surface of the moon. Today, our flag flies on constellations of Air Force satellites that circle our globe, and on the fin flash of our aircraft in harm's way in every corner of the world. Indeed, it flies in the heart of every airman who serves our great nation. The sun never sets on our U.S. Air Force, nor on the flag we so proudly cherish. Since 1776, no generation of Americans has been spared the responsibility of defending freedom. Today's airmen remain committed to preserving the freedom that others won for us for generations to come. By displaying the flag and giving it a distinctive fold, we show respect to the flag and express our gratitude to those individuals who fought and continue to fight for freedom at home and abroad. Since the dawn of the 20th century, airmen have proudly flown the flag in every major conflict on lands and skies around the world. It is their responsibility, our responsibility, to continue to protect and preserve the rights, privileges, and freedoms that we, as Americans, enjoy today. The United States flag represents who we are. It stands for the freedom we all share and the pride and patriotism we feel for our country. We cherish its legacy as a beacon of hope to one and all. Long may it wave. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present, for the first time, Technical Sergeant Shane Sawyer, United States Air Force, retired. Sir, the floor is yours.
Well, the boss just informed me that the beer light is still on, so please continue to indulge in a safe manner. That's all I got.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the retirement ceremony. Thank you for attending today and sharing this special occasion with Sergeant Sawyer and his family. We invite you to join them for a small reception in the 16th Special Operations Squadron Heritage Room. Please come to attention for the departure of the official party.